The challenge is to get people down here. We know that those perceptions change overnight when we bring people into the city, into this city region.
Cardiff's attractiveness as an investment destination is clear, but the challenge for the city is to get people to notice. That was the main takeaway from Estates Gazette's first Cardiff Question Time. Panellists said the city and region had a lot to offer, but fell over when it came to a coordinated strategy to promote itself.
It's interesting when I think about the BBC particularly. There's probably no more interesting corridor in terms of the creative sector at the moment outside of London than that between Bristol and Cardiff. They are a global centre of documentary natural history production, and increasingly Cardiff a global centre of drama production. And we're seeing, compared to when I started in this role about 3 years ago, we're seeing far more talent moving between those two cities.
I think we've suffered from not having one clear brand in attracting investment to Wales and to Cardiff. We've had a multitude of agencies, often targeting the same people, lack of communication, and I think Welsh Government's role, if that's it, they need to get the coordination better, they need to get the brand more focused, more out there.
With devolution high on the political agenda, heated debate covered the notion of a southwest powerhouse, with Cardiff, Bristol and Newport joining forces. Despite the merits, there were disagreements on how well each of those parties would get along.
My concern is when you look at Cardiff, Newport and Bristol, if you put them in a room together, they may not be able to agree what to order for lunch. Never mind work out how to deal with the big strategic issues. There's competition on airports, where should the arena go? So there are different legislative governments in place. So I think there's an awful lot of logistical hurdles for it to overcome.
Well, we've agreed to work together in this. A lot of people, I guess, in this room who know the historical relationship between Bristol and South Wales are perhaps surprised as well. So I would say that's the first milestone. The fact we're actually talking about common issues, we're talking about investment, we're talking about priorities.
But while that may have been a first milestone, investors into the city warned that Cardiff needed to be careful not to create an environment of instability amid the localism debate.
There is obviously a clear trend towards localism from the population, and from our point of view, as an investor in major city centres UK-wide, anything that adds to the promotion and the identity of the city centre and indeed of a whole region can be beneficial. The one thing I would say, and the caution we saw in Scotland, is that stability is essential for investment. And that's both from retailers, from developers. So stability is everything. I think going down a path that would lead to instability and concern for the future of what may happen would be bad for the region.
This is Nathan Cross for Estates Gazette.